to do the roads. I need money to provide services in the satellite town. I will not use my blood. Even my blood. How much? So, let us face a reality and tell our it is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
You heard all of that. Like I said, listen to every bit of what he had to say. And then you can deduce your conclusion from that. Those of you who they are charging land rent or so, or what is that called in Abuja? The tenement rate. So if you don't pay, it will revoke your CFO, take your land from you, and allocate it to somebody else. They went on social media. Instead of you to come to us. Oh, if you come to us, we will know how to help you. You went on TV, you went on social media. And what? Julius Baja came here and we gave them land. After they finish their work, they pack and go. These are the lies he tells. Nobody comes to anywhere, nowhere in Nigeria you will see anyone, right? They will just say, oh, you know what, I'm taking this land, because every land, everywhere has owners, including lands that even when government takes your land for maybe developmental, purpose or so, and then maybe they now decide not to do it anymore. Okay, you'll tell you that this one is government land. There's no free land anywhere. That you will just come from nowhere and just be like, this is our land. And I will just start building houses. I'm building a house on that. But where the Wike is making it out so, right? There are people who are who have lost their lands in Abuja, lost their properties, who have had their houses demolished, including those who didn't develop their land. Right? It was like they were gifted the lands and they have no documents to show for it. It's so untrue. But he keeps repeating that on every land he takes in Abuja, every land where the Wike takes, right, is repeating the same thing. The ones that he's still going to take next year, 2025, those of you whose own areas they haven't touched yet, they will come to your areas too. And guess what? He's going to repeat the same thing. You are all squatters. He just took the land and built houses there. Where's your document? Show us your document. Guess what? It will revoke people's. Imagine, because if you go to the land registry in any state, okay, you will see the details of every land, the owner, especially if they realize that, let's say, for example, I have these 5 hectares of land, or let's say 10 hectares of land, which is going to be like about 30 acres of land. That's a lot. And I decided to sell them. And I sell this land to maybe 50 people. Because, 1 acre of land is about 4 plots. Or how many plots again? Is it 4 or 5? So 30 acres of land is like, multiply that times 4. That is like 120 plot of land. So let's assume I now sell the land, 6, Abby, 6. Because I know hectares. I think hectares is more than acres. So hectares is about 8 plots, Abby, or 9. I want the right number. Those of you who sabi land very well, help me. Hectares is how many plots? I now know that acres is 6 plots, Abby. Hectares is 15. Okay. So if I have, let's say I have 10 hectares of land, that's 15 plots times 10. So that's 150 plots of land. So let's say I now sell the land to 70 people. Okay? 2 plots, 1 plot, 3 plots, 2 plots, 1 plot, 3 plots, 70 people. You know, that's a community. If 70 people build their houses, that's like 70 buildings. That's a whole community. Right? So at the land registry, at the top of the owner of that 10 hectares of land will be Badero Olushola Mayegun General. So when that land is allocated, and they say, okay, it was allocated to Badero Olushola Mayegun General. I've paid all the dues, I've paid the people, the owners of the land, I've paid everybody. So now I have resold the land to all the small holders, right? They have built the houses everywhere. Now, what the likes of Wike and Co. that we do will be like, because now those ones, they will now receive the sale confirmation from me. So they will now have to pay government to get a CFO in their own names. You understand now? So if you buy from me, right, you will go to the land registry with that plot that I've sold to you and the paper document I've given to you to say, I have sold you this land, 2 plots in this also area of my land. You will take the documents to the land registry to go and register the land in your name. My name will be there as the seller who sold it to you. And then every detail, how much and all that, you will pay the government. Government will now give you a document called the CFO, Certificate of Occupancy. Now that CFO is what you will now hold as to show that not only the receipt that I sold you the land, including government aware that you are now the owner of the land. With all of this, that's what you call the land document. You can use it as a collateral to borrow money. You can, like it is what really put value on your land. Okay? So what the likes of Wike and Co will do is, once they check and say, that Mayegun General, he died last year at the age of 85. So is he dead? Oh, he's dead. I'll be okay. What we are going to say now is that that land that Mayegun General sold, he grabbed the land. And the government has revoked the rights to that land from him. From the office, they will just say it's been revoked. You see, all of you that bought 2 plots, 3 plots, 1 plot, 2 plots, 3 plots from me, with all your certificates of occupancy, your everything, from land registry, they've removed my name. So all your documents will be invalidated. So if you now go back, just so you know that they are the ones behind it, if you now go to that side, they want to demolish our houses, so why would you? We have documents. They say, no. The man that sold the land to you, he don't have any right to that land. He bribed people to get the document for the land. Meanwhile, I got the land maybe when I was maybe 25 years old, like about 60, 50 years ago. But they've discovered that I am dead already, so I'm not alive to come and defend all of them anymore. That's what they are doing. Because the only place you will get to know the history of land in anywhere in Nigeria is to go to the land registry. To the point that this level of corruption, usually they carry that out. I mean, the lower cadre of officers in the land ministry in Nigeria are the ones who usually carry out this kind of fraud. So you get, they will go and check the land history. The main man who owned the land is an old man, he's dead. They will just kind of, maybe if they want to extort all of you that bought the land from him, they will just come around and say, well, we are revoking everything. We are demolishing your houses. So you will have to go and bribe them. So if you now go and say, okay, please, I have 16 plots in that place. That's where I have my small apartment that I rented out. Please don't demolish. I say, okay, go and pay us 10 million naira. We'll remove your own. We'll remove your own from the demolition. So if you now bribe them and say, okay, take 50 million naira to spare my land and my house and my properties. That's what Wike is saying. If you come to us, we will know what to do. Instead of going to the TV, instead of you to come to us, we will know how to help you. You go to TV, you go to TV and you are talking. You show the document, show document that you are the owner of the land. Go and show us documents. Because no document you will show to them. They've already cancelled it. They have reallocated your lands. They've put another people's names on it. So to complete the whole transfer, they have to demolish all your properties on it. And they can use any excuse. That is how you will know what it means not to live in a country that does not have any rule of law, where anybody can do whatever they want. Yeah. They can do whatever they want. You are supposed to be reporting land grabbers to government. For example, now let's say me, Mayegu. I have friends in the land registry, and I want to carry out a fraud. Because that is, like I said, that is where you are going to know the history of any land, anywhere, including your village. You'll be surprised. Yeah, your village, maybe say you think say they do not have any record. Go to land registry. You will be surprised the names of the names of those who own the land in the last 100 years. You see it in the land registry. From one person to another, from person to another. You will see it there. If you want to carry out fraud, that's Omonile, Ajagungbale. Once they tell you the history and say this land was transferred to, and it was also, you know that people are already there. You can just go to the land ministry, get the history and all of that as a land grabber, and begin to, you can even initiate court case to bribe judges, bribe this one, bribe that one, to give you one ex parte judgment, so that you can go and extort and exploit the current occupant of the lands. And you know, in Nigeria, what people will now do is that they will begin to look for, okay, maybe we should settle them. Maybe we should kind of settle them so that they can leave us alone. So you are supposed to go and report land grabbers to government. I say, hey, come, Omoniles are disturbing us. So they are saying they are going to demolish our properties. They are harassing us. So, and the government will come and defend you or even arrest them. Who do you report to? If the people in government are the ones who are intending to take your land, who are you going to report to? That's the point. Living in a country, in a lawless country, where the rule of law is dead, who do you report the government to? God, okay. ADFPN can report them to God, because there is nobody to report the rogues in government interested in your property. There's nobody to report them to other than to report to God. And that is why the likes of Wike are playing God. They have it all perfected out. They have it all sorted. They know. And that is why when they are talking, they will kind of like belittle the publicity that this situation has brought. They don't care. You can go to social media, you can go on TV, you can, but if you come to us, maybe we can, we can just kind of like, we can help you. But if you don't have any access to us, forget about your land, pack your bag, go back to your own states. They are saying I have reallocated the land. And so, River State man does not have the right to have a land in Abuja. If a River State man wants a land in Abuja, why can't he just buy the land? Why do you have to take people's land forcefully and then reallocate it to a Rivers man? Why? They always know what they like, the way they always do it, right? Apabioli and Co. They're all going to get lands. even though they have lands in Abuja already. They don't buy land. Politicians, they don't usually buy lands. They give it to them like it's free because they have to give them first so that they can defend the action. So if you cry to them, you are just crying in front of the person. We're not go back. We're not go appeal you. I mean, sorry, appease you. It's like, look at what they have done to me. What did they do to you? Can you believe it? They've taken my land. Hey. They've taken your land. Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, God go judge them. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to turn to. My sister, pack your bag and go back to your village. That is Nigeria. That's just waiting for the downfall of the wicked. Yeah, that's another consolation. There are many people who are not really, they are not direct victims of the impunity. Sure, you get. But somehow, they are powerless, like the victims themselves. They are powerless. So they just feel like, the day when the wicked go fall. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for the day that, wicked, hey. Yoruba says, Kile kotopa oshika. Loosely translated to before the evil man or evil man dies, right? A lot of good men would have died too. All the good things would have been destroyed. Just before one evil man dies, a lot of good men and good things would have been destroyed. That's exactly what these guys are. And I think that's their saving grace. People just let them do it anyway. You know? I want to feel sorry for the people of Abuja, but I just feel like it is not, they haven't even started with use. I mean, you guys are millions in Abuja. But you can't even like muzzle to put together 100,000 of you to shut down Abuja. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you want to do that. Because majority will be like, it's none of my business. Forgetting the fact that it is turn by turn, Nigeria Limited, turn by turn. When they finish from this side, they go to that side. When they finish from here, they go to that one, they go to that one, to the next one, and the next one. Until when they will come for you. And guess what? There will be nobody to stand up for you. It is a Nigerian thing. We lament, we talk, like somebody will say on Mayegun's Diary Political, we analyze, we are just analyzing, let's do action. So, I wish I am living there. Maybe I would probably have joined the action, but I'm not living there. I am not a direct victim of this, but even my own medium of enlightenment and then shining light on this whole thing. There are enough motivation for those of you who actually live there, waiting to become their victim, direct one. Everybody is a victim, so to say. You're living in a city where you have more than 5 million of you living in that city. But there's no way the injustice they are meeting at each section of that place, taking place as we speak, there is no way it's going to be so difficult to actually mobilize over 100,000 of you, even if they have not touched your own property yet. But it is a Nigerian thing. If it doesn't happen to me, maybe it's not really happening. Maybe it's just been exaggerated. They need a lot of land to take from you, a lot of it. And guess what? In their greed, in their selfishness, They have enough of you, enough of their own anger zone that they were going to allocate all the lands to. See? These are those who are going to take over the lands in Abuja. And you must know something. Some of these are just, they're just fronts, proxies. Okay? So with a Wike, look at that. With a Wike and his guys, they will never stop until they are stopped. This time last year, no, in January, at least 2023, 2 years ago, or let's say this time 2 years ago, we were all anticipating what the outcome of the obedient movement was going to be. The 4 people tweeting in a room, marked by the Oshiomole and gang as social media noisemakers until the 25th of February 2023, when the tsunami of obedience swept through the political space of Nigeria. It was massive that the shock led to an immediate shutdown of the supposed IRF. The election results portal, where men were falling like pack of cards until INEC intervened and saved PDP, APC from a generational disgrace. But before they switched off the IRF portal, some men already kissed the dust, and some new men who barely spend a dime to stand against career politicians in PDP, APC emerged, including Okada Rider, from Kaduna, and so many other individuals who stood no chance in challenging APC or PDP. Those of them who lost their contest in this APC PDP, they rushed down to Labour Party, picked up different tickets of House of Rep, Senate, and they rode on the back of the obedient movement, the naive, young and old Nigerians at the time who wanted new Nigeria. A new Nigeria is possible. But what they did not possibly see coming, the obedient, the naive obedience, was that some of these politicians are opportunists. Opportunists, one. Then number two, they just added to use obedient movements to be groomed for APC. A year after, people bled, people were shot, people were killed. In your effort to stop the advancement of APC, in what they have done to you, those who benefited from that movement ended up on the side of those who wanted you all killed, those who called you fascists, those who called you terrorists, those who said that you are a danger to Nigeria because you are demanding for a better Nigeria. Those who pretended to actually believe in whatever Obi was preaching, something different from what this APC, PDP were offering you. I have said that before, that they were supposed to build the real opposition in the National Assembly. Guess what? More than 57 House of Representatives and then a Senate seat were won by these guys without spending a dime, per se. without bribing anyone, without giving money to any voter. They skate through, only for them to end up filling the rank and file of APC. These two guys are the latest. See this one on the left? Is from Jos. Said he represents Jos North, Jos South. Right? His name is Alfred Ajang. Just South, just East Federal Constituency. Last week, the one on the right also jumped ship. These were the